Hey, welcome back to this little ditty called NieR Automata. This little Japanese darling on the PlayStation 4.
I fucking hate you.
Anyway, we're about to fight a boss.
And I'm about to tell you why.
You're about to tell us the top 5 reasons why Mass Effect Andromeda was the worst game of 2017.
It wasn't the worst game of 2017. Holy shit. Okay, like, first of all, it did not look how it was supposed to look.
Anthem looks like what Andromeda should have.
That's the first thing I fucking said when I saw the Anthem demo that they had there. I was like, this is exactly what Andromeda should have looked like.
Yeah.
And I'm disappointed that it didn't look as good as it could have.
Clearly the A-team is working on Anthem.
Yeah, honestly, I'm pretty sure it's a lot of people's opinion. At Andromeda, it basically looks like a Dragon Age Inquisition clone with a Mass Effect skin over it. That's what it looks like.
That caliber of visual fidelity.
It plays the same way. It looks the same. They did the environment thing the same. They did the quest storyline thingy the same. Like, it just felt like I was playing Inquisition, which honestly was my least favorite Dragon Age game.
Yeah, it was. You told me that you weren't really a huge fan of that one.
Honestly, I finished it because it's a Dragon Age game, and I had to because it's Dragon Age. But, like, I didn't like it that much. It wasn't... I like the character... Like, that's the thing, is that I like the characters and everything. I like the relationships that you have with people, and it's the same thing with Andromeda. The story was a little weaker in Inquisition than Andromeda.
You ready for phase 2 of the fight, boy?
Yeah, I am.
Are you ready for this transformation?
I am. Oh my god.
Look, it's a crane with a whirly saw, and it's like, retreat, retreat.
Yeah, but then it becomes this gigantic thing,
Initiating phase 2.
I don't think it said that.
Grab the platform.
I don't think it said that.
Tug my butthole.
Oh god. Anyway, so like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, here he comes. Here's the pussy destroyer.
Oh god, it's a transformer.
Yeah, basically.
It looks like a transformer.
It looks like fucking Devastator from the Michael Bay Transformers movies. Except without the scrotum.
Did Michael Bay direct this?
Except without enemy scrotum.
Is this Michael Bay's last true fucking Transformers movie?
Dude, fucking, like, as much as I hate Revenge of the Fallen, and as much of a terrible movie as it is, my favorite part is when fucking, oh god. No, my favorite part is when, Devastator is, like, destroying a pyramid, and then one of the dudes is, like, directly underneath him, and fucking Devastator in that movie has a pair of balls, because of course he does, right? So the dude's just underneath him, and he sees his, like, dangling balls there, and he's, like, on his walkie-talkie. And he's relaying back to the other soldiers, like, I'm directly underneath enemy scrotum. That's my favorite part of that shitty movie.
Wow.
It's terrible. That movie is god-awful, but you know what? That part's actually pretty okay. Because it's so stupid.
You know what? I never saw any of the Transformers movies.
Don't! Actually.
I'm pretty sure...
It's not worth it.
Pretty sure the last good one was not directed by Michael Bay.
Ha ha ha, I see what you did there. The first one was decent, the second one is garbage. The third one was actually pretty good. The fourth one is garbage, but it's so bad that it's good. Like, it's terrible, but you can enjoy watching it because there's giant robot dinosaurs. And the fifth one hasn't come out yet, so I can't really say. But judging by what I've heard of this fucking movie that's coming out, where the fucking... There's Nazi Transformers, and there's fucking Knights of the Transforming Table with King Arthur, and Marky Mark Wahlberg is a fucking descendant of King Arthur, apparently. From what I've heard of this movie, it's gonna be fucking awful, so... And fucking apparently Optimus Prime is evil now, and he's fighting Bumblebee in all the promotional material. But there's also Megatron, like Reborn Megatron, but not Galvatron, who was Reborn Megatron in the previous movie. He's actually Megatron again. And then there's Unicron, his giant swarm that eats planets and shit, and I don't know, man. I don't know anymore.
I'm in pain.
But you know what? This is apparently the last Transformers movie directed by Michael Bay, so maybe the rest of them will actually be good. Maybe.
You have fucked.
Yeah, I know. Big maybe there, actually.
Yeah, just like, you know, maybe the next Mass Effect will be good.
You won't see another Mass Effect for like 5 years after this because of the backlash.
Oh, God.
They're gonna spend all their time working on Anthem, and that's gonna be the big BioWare game for like the next 3 years.
Yeah, but that's a different division of BioWare. Like, BioWare Montreal has the Mass Effect team and the Dragon Age team, and then this is a different division of BioWare.
Boost! And then here comes 9S to save the day, but he gets fucked in the process. Watch this. Oh. He's dead. He's dead. He's straight up dead. Look at him die. There he goes.
Oh, no.
Okay, what were you saying about Mass Effect before I went on a tirade about Transformers?
I don't know. No, it's just, it was...
You were gonna tell us the top 5 reasons why Mass Effect Andromeda was the worst game of the generation so far.
One, they fall...
You just go with that, like, not even question it.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
This is the worst game of the generation.
Okay, so, sorry, 5. No, it's not the worst game of this generation. It's just a disappointing game if you're a Mass Effect fan. So, like, number 5...
Or a fan of games in general.
Well, they basically followed the Dragon Age Inquisition formula, which I didn't like.
Yeah, you were not a big fan of that game.
I was not a big fan of it. It just, like... There was... I hate to say this about a game, but there was too much exploration. And I hate to say that because
what is your argument there?
It was too... There was too much space and not enough shit to do. And too much of it was...
Oh, okay.
You know what
so
I
they
mean?
made the world too big, but didn't populate it enough to make it feel like it was worth being that big.
It was so empty. And there was, like... Half of the quests that you had were just, like, collectathon-y crap that had nothing to do with anything. And there was, like, maybe a dozen mainline quests. But they made this, like, huge world for it, and you barely did anything. They fixed it a little bit in Andromeda because the planets and the space was a lot smaller. Mm-hmm. And it had a lot more stuff for you to do in it. Like, I ended up actually, like, finishing all of the quests in Andromeda versus, like, Dragon Age. I still got about, like, 30 quests that I never finished at the end of the game, and I didn't bother because it was just annoying. But they used the same kind of open world exploration formula that fucking Inquisition used, and it just didn't... It doesn't fit a Mass Effect game. B, it looked shitty. I'm sorry, it looked like a last-gen game trying to be a current-gen game. Like, it...
And I love how fucking... Because we're recording this, like, a few days after Microsoft's conference where they had the big Anthem gameplay demo. And I love how the first thing they showed in that demo was a guy who had actual facial animation.
Anthem is everything that Mass Effect Andromeda should have looked like. It's everything that it should have looked like. And I'm so disappointed after seeing Anthem. After seeing Anthem, the Anthem reveal, I'm more disappointed in how Andromeda looked. Because clearly, they're capable of it.
Clearly, yeah.
But, like, Andromeda, honestly, it looked like... It basically looked about as good as Mass Effect 3 did. And Mass Effect 3 looked pretty good
but
on
Mass Effect
hardware.
3 is a 5-year-old game that's running on a previous generation console.
Exactly. Mass Effect 3 looked pretty good for last gen. Andromeda looks pretty good for last gen. It doesn't look that great for current gen. Like, it had higher resolution textures and shit like that, but, like, overall it looked like a last gen game.
But no,
which is disappointing.
No, but I like how when they started the Anthem demo, the first thing we fucking said was, "Oh look, facial animations."
Yeah, like, and even like I was thinking about it after that, and I'm like, even fucking Mass Effect 3 had like way better facial animations than Andromeda did. And like the faces weren't glitchy. They didn't have to like... Oh, that's the third thing. Okay, number 3. They released it unfinished.
Mm-hmm,
There's like, what, 6 months worth of patches that they're planning at this point?
Yeah, I was gonna say before you went on, like, when you have to announce a series of patches over the course of a set number of months just to make sure that the game is, like, in a finished state, that's kind of really shitty.
I mean, like, some of them are good patches that...
But the fact that they have to have so many patches just to make the game stable is ridiculous.
And that's the patches that I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the patches that they fix stuff because they listened to fans about like what the fans liked and what they didn't. I'm talking about the patches that are like, yeah, we're going to fix the facial animations.
I have this guy's arm now.
Nice.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of him.
I'm talking about the patches that are like,
BAM!
We're gonna fix the problems that were here in the game when we finished it.
You want to watch me beat him with his own arm? Watch
this. Would you stop interrupting?
Bam! He's dead. Look at him go. Anyway, continue.
I hate you. So like, I'm talking about the patches that are like, yeah, we're gonna fix the graphical issues, and yeah, we're gonna make the character creator what it should have been, and oh, we're gonna, we're gonna fix all the glitchiness and the frame rate issues and this and that. Well, that should have been fixed before you launched the game.
Yeah, that should have been, in the game.
The other patches are nice patches. The ones where they're fixing like some of the problematic dialogue that got backlash from like the LGBTQ community.
But like if they're
making Jal romanceable for male rider, which I mean should have been in the game to begin with. They should have had more romance options.
Because if they touted from the beginning that they're gonna have more gay romance options, and the fact that they have to patch in more.
Well, they did, because female rider has quite a few gay romance options, but male rider only had like 2, and neither one of them were main squad. So they got like I think Reyes Vidal had like maybe 10 minutes of romance time, and Gil had like 5. Whereas like the main Scott Ryder and Cora Harper romance, which is the main male-female romance in the game, has like upwards of 40 minutes of romance time on screen.
Mm-hmm.
Plus an actual sex scene. Nobody else got an actual sex scene.
No. It'll cut the black bullshit.
Yeah.
Before you go on to number 4, we need to watch this heartbreaking scene.
Oh no, I'm on number 2.
Of androids. You're on number 3.
Yeah, but I went 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, okay. Before you get to your number 1 reason why Mass Effect Andromeda was the worst game of 2017, we need to watch the scene where they die.
He has no arm or a leg.
Nope, he got fucked.
Does she have an arm?
Yeah.
Oh, she still has arm.
She's fine. She's perfectly fine.
Oh, okay.
He's fucked, though. And now they're surrounded by fucking Goliath.
Why did they wear blindfolds?
Because it heightens their android senses.
Androids or robots?
I don't fucking know, man. Bon appetit. And now we're all dead.
Oh.
Yeah, because they were like surrounded by Goliaths, so they were like, we need to ignite the black boxes in order to
so they
destroy
nuked themselves?
Basically, yeah.
Cool. I like this game.
Yeah, it's good. And you've been talking about Mass Effect the whole time.
I'm sorry, but it's a disappointing game.
Oh, you got a trophy. I got you a trophy.
Nice.
See, this is why I wanted to play on your profile, because I already have all these trophies. Because I fucking played the game. Didn't pre-order it, but I got it the week it came out.
So number 2.
It's so far my favorite game of 2017. Anyway, you're on number 2? I thought you were on number 1.
No, I'm on number 2.
Oh, you want to save that for next episode?
Sure.
Next episode, we'll explore the space station Alpha Sigma and...
Why is it all in black and white?
Because stylistic choices.
Okay.
Next time, we'll explore the space station, and Bones will give you her top 2 reasons why Mass Effect Andromeda is the worst game of 2017. Join us!